Sticky fingers.
TV.
Sticky fingers.
Boom, what up dude? Today we are back with a brand new video. Now today I want to talk about how e-bikes benefit the economy and more importantly, you specifically. Now in recent years, e-bikes have exploded in popularity, which has also presented financial opportunities for bike-based businesses like delivery services, bike tours, bike shops, e-bike startups, etc. And this has helped to stimulate the local manufacturing of e-bikes as well as accessories. E-bikes offer a more eco-friendly alternative to gas-powered vehicles. In addition to their positive impact on the environment, e-bikes also present a pretty compelling case for serious cost savings. So in this video, I want to talk about the advantages that you have from a financial perspective when choosing to own an e-bike. So I'm going to speak about how e-bikes can reduce your carbon footprint and also reduce your expenses at the same time. It's definitely a win-win situation. So the initial financial investment is probably the hardest part of the equation. You've saved up your hard-earned money and you've been looking through the internet, watching review videos, trying to decide on the perfect bike. And a lot of first-time e-bike buyers often suffer from sticker shock initially when checking out these bikes. However, when you come to understand why e-bikes can be so costly, but also why it's important to invest in a good quality e-bike, you then have a little bit better understanding of why e-bikes cost exactly what they cost and what you get for your dollars spent. If you haven't watched my video titled E-Bike Batteries Are Exploding, please check that out after this. That gives you a great glimpse into the importance of buying an e-bike from a name brand that also has a good name brand battery that they use. This will help you to keep your e-bike and your e-bike battery safe, but more importantly, it'll keep you safe and the people around you. So in terms of cost, e-bikes do come in at a variety of price ranges, but even mid-range models oftentimes offer significant performance benefits when compared with the super cheap e-bikes. Now, if you compare even the most expensive e-bikes to the upfront expenses that come with car ownership, including down payments, insurance, and registration fees, never mind the impact on the environment, you start to see how even a more expensive e-bike far outweighs the cost of your average car. So again, when comparing the cost of the car, it's without question more money to own and operate a car than the majority of even top tier e-bikes. And of course, there are exceptions that apply. The e-bike market is getting much bigger, so you have e-bikes that range from anywhere from $500 all the way up to $10,000 or more. But any way you slice it, overall, an e-bike is a much better economical choice than a car. The second thing to consider is the gas savings. That's one of the most obvious cost advantages with having an e-bike. So unlike traditional gas-powered cars, for example, e-bikes are powered obviously with electricity, which is generally more affordable than gas. 99.9% more affordable than gas. Charging an e-bike battery costs a mere fraction of what it takes to fill up even the smallest gas tank. which right there results in substantial savings over time. It typically costs about 40 to 60 cents in electrical costs per battery charge. When you compare that with filling up a gas tank, there's absolutely no comparison. And when you think about filling up that gas tank once or twice a week, week after week, in comparison with that very low cost to charge an e-bike battery, right there you're going to see huge savings when choosing an e-bike over a car. The next thing to consider is the cost of maintenance. So maintenance requirements for electric bikes are obviously significantly lower than those for conventional vehicles like a car or a motorcycle. E-bikes have fewer moving parts, and that reduces the likelihood of mechanical issues. Regular maintenance typically involves things like checking the tires, checking the brakes, and ensuring that the battery is in good condition overall. Obviously, you want to look for cracks, discoloration of the battery, things like that. If you see anything like that, that's a major sign that you need to replace that battery and find a way to recycle that old battery properly. Again, if you watch my video titled E-bike batteries are exploding or e-bike battery lives, both of those videos give you a lot of great information on how to take care of your battery and maintain the battery health in addition to avoid having a battery that explodes, because none of us want that. So back to the maintenance. Overall, the maintenance costs for e-bikes are substantially lower than those that are associated with cars or motorcycles. The average bike tune-up can be anywhere from $100 plus, and we all know that any kind of work that you get done on your car is likely going to be much more than $100. The next thing to consider is insurance and registration. One of the huge overlooked benefits of having an e-bike is the fact that you don't have to pay for insurance and registration, at least for now. If you haven't seen my video titled New York E-Bike Laws, License and Registration, please check that video out. In addition, I also put out a video titled E-Bike Laws and Classes Explained, and I go into potential upcoming laws that could include things like license and registration. But for right now, you do not need to worry about that if you're riding an e-bike and follow the e-bike class system, aka your throttle can't take you above 20 miles per hour, and you can still use pedal assist up to 28 miles per hour. However, if you are exceeding that, but you're not drawing a lot of attention to yourself, you're probably okay. So not having to pay for license and registration is obviously a huge financial relief for e-bike owners, and that contributes to the overall cost effectiveness of choosing an e-bike in the first place. And with license and registration, it's not just the cost, but it's also the extra added step of the paperwork and going through that process of getting your bike registered and everything that comes with that. The next thing I want to talk about is commuting and parking. E-bikes offer a very convenient solution for commuting, especially in urban areas where the traffic congestion and parking fees are major concerns, especially in congested downtown areas in big cities like Los Angeles. E-bike riders can easily bypass those traffic jams, which oftentimes reduce the time spent commuting, even though they are technically slower than cars. You get to ride right past those people sitting in dead stop traffic, and it puts a smile on your face to know that you don't have to deal with that. In addition, many cities offer free or discounted parkings for bicycles, including e-bikes. And again, this further contributes to the cost savings of e-bike owners. According to AAA, the average yearly cost to own and maintain a car is about $8,558. Now, this is a general average that blends costs which date back to about 2016. So now that we're in 2025, that number is definitely larger today. When calculating this, they factored in depreciation, insurance, maintenance, license, registration, taxes, loan financing, and tires. Now, this doesn't account for gas, which on average can be about $3 a gallon, which on average could add up about $2,340 annually. That's just a rough estimation. This puts yearly car maintenance over $10,000 a year. So if you compare that with an extremely expensive e-bike, let's say you get a $10,000 e-bike, suddenly that insane $10,000 price tag doesn't seem quite as insane when you compare it with the yearly cost to just own a car. I'm not saying go out and buy a $10,000 e-bike. I personally recommend staying in that $1,000 to $2,000 range. That way there's a little bit less anxiety about having to leave your bike outside chained up and worrying about it getting taken or vandalized. Try to keep the cost relatively low, but you also want to get a name brand with good quality components. So, in conclusion, owning an e-bike is not just about reducing your carbon footprint, it's about also making a really smart financial choice. Your initial investment will pay off over time through your savings in things like fuel, lower maintenance costs, and not having to pay for insurance and registration. In addition, the health benefits and the convenience of commuting by an e-bike contribute to the overall cost-effective and sustainable lifestyle. You get to roll right past those people stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and generally it costs about $0 to park your e-bike, or maybe in some cases you elect to have it stored in a more safe environment, and it's worth it for you to pay a few extra dollars to do that. Either way, it's most likely going to cost much less money than paying to park a car or a motorcycle. So as we look at the future of transportation, I think e-bikes really stand out as an incredible option for those looking to save money while also making a positive impact on the planet. So what do you guys think? Do you think that an e-bike is a suitable car replacement? Do you think that we'll see more people ditch their cars for e-bikes as a cheaper and also more planet-friendly way to get around town? Or do you think that you still need a car for those long-distance trips, but you could see yourself using an e-bike to replace some of those short-distance trips that you may be taking with a car? I want to know what you guys think. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video all the way to the end. And if you enjoyed it, please check out some of the other videos on my channel. I've been posting at least 2 videos a week, generally Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. That's my regular scheduled time to drop a new video. On your way out, please like, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next ride. Boom! In the meantime, if you're interested in supporting one of my affiliate links, check out the Soleil E24 link in the description below, discount code sticky-soleil, or if you're interested in the Aventon Soltera, click the link in the description. No discount code is needed. Check out another video right here, and check out another video right here. You decide. You're the boss.
Boom.
Perfect. Boom.